Okay, this video is to explain the difference between a version 5 and a version 6 mold. If you look at these two molds, they look nearly identical. The only difference is obviously that one has a red bottom, one has a blue bottom, and then you can also see there's a little bit of a difference right here versus right here. And what's happening with those, if you open it up, you can see these screws. In the version 5 mold, this plastic does not go all the way to the top. So if you see on version 6, there's an extension of the plastic that's flat that goes all the way there so that this vent can go all the way to the top and flow out without everything spilling over to the side. And it raises the vent up high enough so that we get a little bit better gravity action so that we don't get the same amount of air bubbles that are forming into the neck itself, or sorry, the nose bridge. We also have these additional vents that are added right here to help take air bubbles away from the nose bridge area. And there's also a larger space here where we're feeding in the silicone through the syringe into the mold. This also allows air bubbles to come out this way versus on the version 5 mold, it's a very small hole there. We don't have this vent that occurs here. And then of course we had this problem with everything flowing. But the main thing you can see is the difference visually between those two is seeing that vent that goes to the top. And when you put it together, you can see that has this whole closed off area versus on version 5, it's open all the way across the top. So the disadvantage of version 5 is that you have to spend a little bit more prep time on each mold to make it work, but functionally they perform nearly the same. The air gap or the air vents do reduce on the amount of bubbles in version 6 a little bit, but they don't make a tremendous difference in the quality of the pour.